Hi Travel Bees! Today I'm going to take you on my first trip to an airport since COVID happened, in both airports in Orlando and in Denver. If you're here for the first time, welcome. If you are returning, welcome back. I do make new videos every week and I really hope that you guys enjoy them. Make sure that if you do enjoy this video, you give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click that notification bell because I do post those new videos every week. I do want to apologize very briefly about the shakiness of some of the video footage that I took when I was at the airport. It was a little much with the backpack and just everything going on, and I didn't have my gimbal out. But I did get a lot of footage for my 17-day adventure out west, and I'm really excited to start sharing some of it with you. I do want to promise you that the video footage that I've taken over the past couple of weeks on my adventure is a lot steadier, so in future videos it won't be as bad, but I am sorry about this specific video being a little shaky. Now I've got some amazing content from my trip that I took and I can't wait to share it all with you. I'm going to be doing it in different segments of different areas that I was in. So make sure that you subscribe so that you guys can get the updates on when those videos do come out. They're really going to be awesome and you guys are going to get a glimpse into what my trip was like, especially because it was a solo road trip out west by myself and it was amazing. Really quick, before I start to share the video footage of my trip to the airport, I do want to give you guys that breakdown of what my trip was so that you guys understand kind of where all this footage is going to be coming from in the next couple of weeks. And the video footage from today is going to be from that one-way trip from Orlando International Airport to Denver, Colorado. I was visiting a friend there, so I ended up staying with her for a couple of days, and then I rented a car and I went out west and did a whole solo adventure loop, I like to call it, through Utah, Idaho, Montana, and Wyoming. And oh gosh, there was so much amazing stuff out there. So I call that my little adventure loop, but I just kept that car rental and then I drove back from Colorado, because I ended up back in Colorado after being in Wyoming, from Colorado to Florida. So that's a whole nother segment of the trip. So I have my adventure loop and then I've got the drive back to Florida, going through Kansas and Tennessee and such like that. That is my overall trip and it took 17 days. If you guys want a little bit more information or you guys want to see more pictures, I have posted pictures on my Facebook page, The Traveling Lucie, so you guys can go check that out and you can get some extensive photos. I also have my Instagram. Make sure that you guys follow me on Instagram at The Traveling Lucie. So yeah, let's get into my first trip back to an airport since COVID. I'm excited to share the information with you. Make sure that you guys stay to the end of the video though, because I'm going to tell you my overall experience and how I truly felt about my experience at Orlando International Airport and my experience at Denver International Airport. Keep in mind that as I'm filming this is in real time, so some of my opinions change throughout the video. I will give you my overall synopsis at the end, so make sure you stay tuned to the end. All right, here we go.
Hi everyone! So I am on the road right now with my best friend Jade. Hey Jade! Thank you so much for taking me to the airport. So I am on my way to the airport and we're almost there. So it is what, like 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and what is it? I don't even know what day it is. What day is it? Thursday. I don't know. I'm on vacation time officially, so what day is it?
What is Thursday?
What is Thursday? During COVID? We don't know. I don't know. So Thursday, 6:30, whatever. I am going to see what the airport is like right now during COVID. So I'm gonna kind of go through that whole experience with you guys and show you guys exactly how it is to travel right now in an airline. So we'll see how it goes. I've got my mask. They sent me an email and they're like, okay, like, hey, you need to have your mask. You need to not have a temperature. We're going to take your temperature and all of this stuff. So I have a very basic idea of what it's going to look like when I get to the airport. We'll see how busy it is. I'm going to Orlando International Airport. So that's a pretty main airport here in Florida, but we'll see. So ready to take you guys on this journey and I'm so excited for my trip. Woo! Stay tuned.
All right guys, so I am out here at the airport and there's not so many people here. Kind of evening time, so it's a good time to be flying, but there's not a lot of people here. I'm about to go through security and see how that goes. Kind of a little bit of people over here, but not as much as before. So everybody is required to wear a mask here. Estimated wait time is 6 to 10 minutes, so that's not even bad for security. So for a Thursday, it's not too bad. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm gonna get to my terminal.
So I just took the shuttle and it was pretty clean. It actually smelt like cleaning products when I was in there. So that was kind of nice. And now I'm walking to the terminal. So all far so good. It's not too bad. Everybody's pretty respectful. We'll see. So everything's closed. I don't know why. I wonder why everything is closed. So looks like there's limited things you can buy. Or Starbucks is open. So guys, I have made it through the terminal and it's gone pretty smooth so far. The only time I had to take off my mask was to verify my identity. So when I was going through security, they tell you to put your ID in the thing and then they ask you to take off your mask for 2 seconds to show yourself and prove who you are. So that was pretty interesting because I was just like, oh, like, okay, that makes sense. I had this really cool video that I was taking of the shuttle to get down here, but for some reason my video wasn't working, so sorry you guys missed that. Florida is pretty hot right now, and we're gonna see how this flight goes. Everyone is wearing their masks, so they are required to, but it's been pretty smooth sailing so far. And guys, I'm wearing my barefoot minimalist sneakers, or hiking shoes, and I'm actually breaking them in for the first time here at the airport, and I have a lot of extra weight on me because of my bags and stuff, because I'm backpacking. So they're treating me pretty well, and I thought I'd have to break them in, but really they feel fine. They just feel natural. So far so good with them. I'm really impressed, honestly.
Yeah, we had a good time there.
It's kind of a lot of people. Apparently they still have shoe shining. Didn't know that was a thing. Well, still. Just arrived at the airport in Denver.
A train is arriving. Please keep clear for passengers exiting the train.
Oh no. This is going to be fun.
Welcome to Denver. This is where Michael Hancock. It is not mandatory in Colorado that you wear a face cover in all public areas and physically distance from others. For your safety and for those around you.
All passengers, please exit.
Guys, I just came outside. It is the same temperature outside as it is inside, and I can't tell you how amazing that is to feel. I'm so excited for this fresh air. I can breathe. So nice. So excited my friend Jordan is about to pick me up, and I'm excited to see her. This adventure started. So I've made it, guys, and my bag was the first one to come out of the checked baggage. That literally never happens to me, but I'm not complaining. I am so grateful to be off of that plane though, because honestly, it was really packed, and I don't know if I want to do that again anytime soon. But it was a good flight. It was relatively quick. It was about 3 hours, but the time here is about 2 hours, or it is 2 hours difference. So it is now 10:30 p.m., but back home in Florida, it is 12:30 p.m. Good thing I had coffee beforehand. Stay tuned. And I'll talk a little bit more about my flight and what I kind of experienced during it. It's been a minute since I've been at an airport, and I was totally on the wrong level, because, you know, they have levels here because it's mountainous and they've got levels. I don't know. I'm waiting for my friend Jordan now on the right level where I had to get directions to. And it's so nice outside. Let me just say it. So nice.
Alright guys, so you guys just saw all of the footage from my first trip to the airport. It was quite an experience and definitely started off better than I'd say that it ended. My experience at Orlando International Airport was pretty good. There wasn't that many people there. It was a later flight, so my flight didn't leave until like 8:30 at night, and that was fine. There wasn't that many people there, but the plane was packed. And the video footage that I took on the actual plane, I tried to show you guys like how many people were on there. It was a lot, and I wasn't expecting it to be that full. So I will say that I was a little disappointed in how packed the actual airplane was, and I did honestly feel kind of uncomfortable with how close quarters everyone was on the plane. Although everyone was required to wear their mask the entire time, so that was nice, but it did feel a little stuffy on the plane. Now when I got to Denver International Airport, things were pretty good. I'd say that I feel like a lot more people were kind of like in the way and just like not really social distancing. I mean, everybody had their mask on, but the social distancing portion wasn't really applied as much. I will say that my trip on the little thing that takes you to the different terminals and such like that, the one in Orlando was pretty much empty, which I enjoyed, and I thought that it smelled very nice and clean and fresh, and I said that in the video. But in Denver, when I got on there, as you guys saw, like there was so many people, and I was like, oh, okay, like so I wasn't very thrilled with that. That was packed in there like sardines, and I'm just kind of like, that I was a little disappointed with. I mean, they did do temperature checks getting onto the plane. I didn't see them really turn anyone away, but I'm guessing just nobody had a fever. I think that overall the experience was all right, but I will say that I am glad that I'm driving back to Florida from that area in that rental car. It's because my coworkers at my job back home, they weren't comfortable with me flying on an airplane and then flying on an airplane back and then just being back at work the next day, which I understand. I told them that I would compromise and that I would rent a car on the way back, and then it would be 2 weeks since I was last on an airplane, and I think that that was really really the best. Of course, I get to see some things along the way on the way back, so that was nice, but I'm actually glad that I was able to do the road trip back rather than take a flight back, because I would almost feel the exact same way if I were them and I knew how packed those planes were. Now, this is just a specific airline that I went on. I do want to be clear that not all airlines are acting the same. Just keep in mind that some airlines are being a little bit more spacious in their seatings, and it really depends on the flight, but it looks like things are slowly kind of getting back to normal with airplanes. Now, a lot of them have changed their filters and made their filter systems a lot more effective, and it's been 2 weeks since I was on the plane and I didn't get COVID. So there's that. I didn't get COVID. So guys, that's my whole opinion of everything. I hope that you guys got some insight from this and it helped you in some way to know what to expect when going to an airport. The temperature check, wearing a mask, and just being cognizant of other people. As we navigate this new world of travel, there will be a lot of things that come up and we'll just have to adjust them as they come. That is why I started my Travel Tip Tuesday every Tuesday with someone in the travel industry or a traveler, and we talk about those different changes that are happening. So make sure that you guys tune in for those as well. We go live every Tuesday. Don't forget that if you enjoyed this video, just give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit that notification bell to get notified of every time I post a new video every week. Until next week, I hope you guys have a great week. Bye!